speaker, our last closing speaker, is going to be Dr. Olveen Carrasquillo. Before Dr. Carrasquillo comes and talks, I wanted to make it clear we have a lot of people who are actually presenting their research and academic work at 2 o'clock and who ran over here to show support and run back. I'm one of those, so follow me. And we are, if you could leave the first bus for us, and then we'll get to present our academic work back at the meeting. And so Dr. Olveen Carrasquillo is the chief of the Division of General Internal Medicine at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. He's an immigrant health researcher. Dr. Carrasquillo? Thank
you. Gracias. Es un placer estar con ustedes hoy. First of all, since she has to run, I think we really had the best MC in the world. So I want everybody to give a thundering applause for Christina. Thank you, Christina. Wonderful work. The other issue I want to talk about is, ¿dónde están los latinos? And we want to show that this is clearly cuts across ethnic lines. So I want all the non-Latinos to make even more noise. Clearly, this is an issue that affects us all as Latinos and non-Latinos, as Americans, and as immigrants. It cuts across all. So why did we come here today? Most importantly, as providers, we came to listen to your firsthand testimony of what's happening here locally and the detrimental impacts these policies are having on the health of citizens. We've heard some compelling stories that I'm sure if we could take 8 hours to hear more stories about how these laws are really impacting people. To the extent that this affects the health of our patients, it is absolutely a medical issue, and we as doctors need to speak up. We're going to hear a lot in our meetings about wonderful new technology. We're going to hear about a lot of new medicines that can improve health. Here we have one simple thing. Tell the legislators to cut it out, and the health of all our society will improve just by stopping all these anti-immigrant laws. And that's what we're here to call upon today. I just want to put this context of this, the significance. Getting doctors to do anything is really hard. Unfortunately, that's how doctors are. In our meeting, we're hearing that we don't take enough care of people to screen them for cancer. We don't do that great a job taking care of diabetes or blood pressure. Once in a while, you can get a group of doctors to come here and speak up about things that affect their pocketbook and why we need to get paid even more. That happens once in a blue moon. To get over 300 doctors, which is what my informal count of the crowd shows today, to actually come here and advocate for social justice is really, really historic. And thank you all for coming. Sorry to one of the media for your microphones. It's not an Arizona issue. Yes, this is ground zero. Yes, it's emboldened many, many other states to pass these laws. So it is not an issue that's only local here. My own state of Florida, and some of you may be shocked, but even some of the Latino lawmakers tried to push some of this on our state, and we're pushing back hard. And that's what we're all going to do in our own state, because we're not going to allow this to happen. We know immigrants come here to work, as you heard from Dr. Smith. That is the reason they all come here. They're hardworking, they contribute to the economy. That's happened in Arizona. We saw what happens when you try to push immigrants out. The economy suffers, and the business leaders join us and try to protect immigrants because we know that they're a positive economic force for society. Keeping them healthy, keeping them strong, it's in our national interest to do this. Often, an issue that's often driven by rhetoric, by emotion, we as doctors actually bring in credibility and reason to a debate that often lacks it. And that is what is important to us to don our white coats and be here to speak and to actually represent trusted representatives to both the public, the media, and most importantly to our legislatures that this is absolutely wrong and it must be stopped. is hurting our patients. We're not only calling, of course we need to repeal SB 1070. That is the first step, and we really want that to happen. But more importantly, we're calling on a moratorium on all anti-immigrant legislation nationally. That's what we're here to do today. We're putting our lawmakers in all our states on notice. If you try to pass this in our state, we're all going to don our white coats, and 300 of us are going to show up in your state house and tell you to cut it out. Let's do what's best for economy. Let's do what's best of our patients. No more anti-immigrant laws. We're putting you on no list. Stop the nonsense today. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. That concludes it. As you heard Christina say, we're going to hang around. A lot of us are going to hang around, talk to the media. You can interview anyone who's wearing white coats, or more importantly, those not wearing light lab coats, to tell you what's going on. But we do reserve the first bus for the people that are going back at 2. The rest of us enjoy the beautiful Arizona sun. Grab some water that our local community advocates have provided for us. And again, thank you all for coming.